Nice to see you again. Welcome to our weekly videos. And I'm very happy to see you. I love you, and I hope today's message and class will be a help and a blessing to you. Hi to all my friends. I love you. Okay, we're living in a world right now that is overwhelmed with social media, information, everyday problems, challenges, finances problems, health problems, and the list goes on, especially right now during this pandemic. I don't know about you, but most people wake up in the morning and the first thing they want to do is check the news. What's happening around the world? Are things getting better? Are getting worse? Sometimes lack of sleep, unhealthy food, and digital overload leave us tired and depressed. Now, what do we do? Do we have to stay there, disconnected from a life that is meant to be beautiful? Of course not. Now, if we're not doing well in some areas and we want to improve the quality of our lives, sometimes it's difficult. Even may seem like an impossible task. But we shouldn't wait for the right time to start the diet or change our nutrition or get more sleep, because the right perfect time never comes. So sometimes we are angry and frustrated, disconnected, and find ourselves unable to get out of this vicious cycle. But what about if we just start? Starting is the most challenging part. And after that, we get momentum. You remember last week's class about momentum, the formula for momentum, right? You start small, you make little changes, and you work your way from there. Like the train, you remember, until you get momentum and you become an unstoppable force of nature. Now, you don't have to compete with other people. The only person you have to compete is you. Become a better version of yourself that you were yesterday or last week or last month. Now, we need to remind ourselves that now we have time to do all the things we said we did not have time to do before. Things have shifted. Now we are at home. We are at home and we have a lot of time. But some people cannot even get things done today, even though they are sitting at home with many hours to fill. Now, some things that we do every day are like planting seeds. You do things that will produce fruit in the future, like, for example, learning a new profession or upgrading your skills, things that will benefit you in the future, right? Now, there is always a way to fill our days. Now, but you need to remember that the only person that you can really rely on in your life is you. When problems come, if your finances are not good, if your business is failing, if you are not healthy, if something is wrong in any aspect of your life, no one is gonna come to bail you. The only person you can really rely on is you. You are the one who take responsibility of your own life. You are the one who needs to take responsibility for who you are and be accountable to yourself of how you're spending your day. Today, what are the things you are doing today that are benefiting your life? Not 3 months from now. What are you going to accomplish today? What are the things you are doing today that are helping you improve? That are helping you make progress in the things that really count? Who's pushing you to the place where you really want to go? Sometimes you need to analyze the things that you are doing, stop and think about it. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't have fun, you shouldn't watch videos, you shouldn't, watch TV or whatever you do to have pleasure and enjoyment and happiness. But if that's all you are doing, then you're going to have problems because you won't be able to make the programs you need to make. Something has to change. Now, how do you go from where you are to where you want to be? We have to move to a higher level so we can have better health and better relationships and better happiness, more income. So please, take some time today to think about your daily life. What are you doing now that you're sitting at home all day long? How much of that time is wasted? How much of that time is productive? How are you using this time to learn something new and to improve yourself? Do you remember we discussed this 2 seminars ago, that in the eyes of God, everyone is the same. But in the marketplace, every person has a value. And that value is defined by how competent you are, how many skills you have, how much knowledge you have, and how good you can do a job. Okay? So we need to rewire ourselves and remember that this time is very precious. Well, number one, we get to spend time with our family, we get to do things that we never done before, try new things, create new ideas, but also we can improve in our abilities, we can learn new things, we can grow, we can plan, we can think, and anything that we do today needs to, in some way, move us to a better tomorrow, okay? Now, we're going to go from Monday to Sunday, and more or less, I'm going to discuss a few points for each day. Okay, Monday, number one. Well, we all like to start the day checking Instagram, Facebook, the news. But in reality, it's not an excellent way to start your day. Because the news, especially the news, are not as inspiring as you would like them to be. Usually they're very depressing. And there is a lot of bad things happening right now. On Instagram and Facebook and social networks, even though it's great to keep in touch with friends, there is not much of essence there. You know that. So why don't you better start Monday by practicing mindfulness, by reading something positive and exciting, thinking about good things, planning your week, planning your life, setting goals for the day, setting goals for your life. Connecting with yourself first is a great way to start the day. Connecting with your goals, connecting with your life, thinking about the person you want to become. Okay, Tuesday. Like I was talking in my seminar last week, our mental state is the number one thing we need to guard. It's very easy to get in a poor and negative mental state, and then we take actions and make decisions that we are sorry afterwards, but it's too late. So why don't you start Tuesday by practicing gratitude? Write 5 things that are going great in your life at this particular time. Feel the spark of gratefulness with all your senses and all your emotions. Focus on what is right. Linger on the positive feelings it provides. Enjoy the moment. Look at your children, look at your family, look at your apartment or your house. Look at your health. Be thankful for what you have. And take time to see your future success. Create a clear vision of how you want your life to be. Allow yourself to dream and think big. Use empowering words to describe yourself. Yes! You are awesome. Day 3, Wednesday. Okay, well, this will be a bit easier if you live in the countryside or you have a house with a nice big garden and if you're allowed to go out because right now many people cannot go out. But take a walk in nature. Go to the forest, by the sea, by the lake, or just a park next to your house. And if you cannot, Just open your window and look in the sky, the beautiful blue sky. See the sunrise in the morning. See the sunset. Nature has great healing powers for the mind and for the soul. Take time to reconnect with nature. Sometime during day number 3, Wednesday. Okay, day number 4, Thursday. Go to the kitchen. What? Collect all the processed food that you see there. All the white sugar and all these cookies and all these candies and all this stuff that in reality has zero nutritional value for your life. Take them all and hide them somewhere. If you don't want to throw them in the garbage, hide them. Don't have them everywhere so you can take them and eat them all the time. Someone was making a joke yesterday. Oh, they extended the quarantine. Really? How long? 4 more kilos. People are eating too much now. Go to the market because, everyone can go out to buy food and stuff and get fresh fruits and vegetables. Put them in the kitchen. Start eating healthy and nutritious food. Give it time so you can get used to it. And you will see an amazing difference in how you feel. Even your sense of taste will change. Remember, a great mind and a great body go together. You need to be in a peak mental state and in a peak physical state. And it starts with nutrition. Only exercise is not enough. You need to eat well, drink water. Okay, week is going. Let's go to Friday. Okay. Think about your sleep. How many hours are you sleeping? Maybe you need to reschedule evening activities and set up a sleeping schedule when you sleep a minimum of 7 or 8 hours a night. Get your beauty sleep every night so that you can wake up energized and rested. Sleep is extremely important. And even though now we have more time for sleeping, many people are not sleeping enough. But that's bad for you, it's bad for your brain, it's bad for your health. Minimize TV and the news. Read more books. Spend more quality time with your loved ones. In my home now, almost every night or every other night, we get all together. Well, it's 3 of us right now, my wife and I and my teenage daughter, and we play board games and we laugh and then we cook together in the weekends. And we try to do things. We give each other space. Everyone have their own time. Of course, my daughter has to study, my wife have things to do, but also we spend a lot of time together, improving the quality of the connections we have as a family, loving each other more. Okay, we go to day 6, Saturday. Get moving. Take a walk, and if you cannot go out for walks, make a gym in your house. Make it a part of your regular schedule to move and to jump and to exercise. Just do it. You have incredible capacity to do anything you want to accomplish. Make it exercise part of your life. Run, dance, do yoga, jump a rope, lift weights, anything to keep your body moving at least 4 times a week. And the last day, meet with friends. Sunday. Well, now we cannot go out and meet with friends. Call your friends. Make Zoom meetings. Call them with video chats. Connect with people. Call your family members. Socialize virtually right now, since we cannot socialize in person. Give your time and your love to make somebody else's life better. Interact and establish proper human relationships, okay? And don't forget, open a bottle of wine, have a nice sip, invite your neighbors or relatives. Well, we cannot right now, but keep in mind that the secret of living is giving. I love you, have a good week, and remember, never give up. Bye-bye.